This guided note sheet is something that we will be using throughout the year because it encapsulates everything that I want you to think about with argument. And hopefully you won't even need the note sheet sometimes, but it's just sort of the way that you'll think about arguments as you approach them. Remember, it's not just what we read. I want you to listen to speeches, look at advertisements in magazines and online. Whenever someone's trying to persuade you, think about these different things. I'm going to go through and talk about each of them, even though we're not going to be working with each this week. First, we're going to start with context. Context essentially is anything that we should know about either the speaker or the situation that puts a piece in its time frame. Exigence is something that we often don't talk about till the end, and we'll be addressing that in a few weeks. But exigence is the why. Why now? What is happening that brought the speaker to you? Why are they acting at this moment? Purpose and message are two different things. We've already addressed message, what the author's trying to say, but purpose is really what the author wants you to do. If a speaker is relaying a message, do they then want you to act? Do they want you to change their opinion or change your opinion rather? Purpose is the action. Purpose is the action. To the left here, what is significant about the audience? That's what we did last week. What should we know about the audience? The redder is simply the speaker or the writer. What do we need to know about them? What perspective do they have? Where are they coming from? And finally, the subject is simply the topic. For example, in Emma Watson's speech, the topic is gender equality. Down below, I'm going to ask you to think about the appeals and support. These are simply the ways that the author is supporting that message. And what I'd like you to do is take some time and translate your notes from Emma Watson's piece into this worksheet, only filling in what you're comfortable with and what we've reviewed. So for example, if you know things about her, you could type in information about Emma Watson in the Retter space. Audience, who do you think she's trying to speak to? Subject, gender equality. The context and exigence you can leave blank for now, or if you'd like to take a stab at them, you can. Purpose, same thing. If you think you know what she wants you to do, then go for it and try and fill out purpose, but I do want you to fill in message. I think it's really important. What is she trying to say? And then finally, pick the 3 most important appeals or support that she uses and put them in each of these boxes. The way that I created this document, everything is a text box, so you can type right in there. However, if you would prefer, you can certainly print this document out and fill it out by hand. I included a PDF as well. Or if you'd like to recreate it by hand yourself and just write the information down in a different format, that's fine too. I organize it this way because I think it logically goes through what the author or the speaker is doing. But as long as you have the key components, feel free to reorganize them, have them make sense for you. Again, we're going to be returning to this worksheet over and over again, but you don't have to have it exactly in the order that I have. So like I said, for today, the things that I'd like you to definitely fill in would be message, audience, subject, and 3 appeals and support, which means you'll have to make some decisions. Which of her appeals, and there were many more than 3, and her support examples were the most impactful to you? And that answer is going to differ from person to person, and that's okay, because as the audience, we're each different. And something that might be very, very powerful to me might not feel the same for one of the students. So again, take your time, go through these boxes, and if you'd like to fill out the ones that we haven't gotten to yet, you're welcome to try those as well. You will never be penalized for trying something that we haven't looked at yet. Good luck, and thank you as always for your hard work.